Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 84 of the Game and Talk podcast. And as you can tell, Alan is demonstrating his beautiful ability of yeeting. And the camera's still focused on him. I hope he understands that. Yeah. This is gonna be the frame for the entire podcast. So Alan's not gonna be joining us today. Host Joey Ferris, joined by Kyle Campbell.
Hey.
Chris Del Castillo.
What's up, guys? Welcome back.
And Alejandro Chavez.
Yeet.
Yeet, yeah, yeet. All right. Now then,
Yeeting
guys,
is now banned from this podcast.
Yeah, let's see how long. No, let's see how long he can. Let's see how long he can keep it. Let's see.
His wrists are going to be on fire.
Oh, trust me, they are.
Okay, just stop. Just quit it, or I'm kicking you. All
You
right.
haven't introduced me yet.
All right. Joining me as always is James Allen Plummer.
Hi, gozaimasu.
All right, kick him. Kick him.
Kick his ass
Okay.
out.
Yeah,
All right.
we're not giving him another chance.
Exactly.
This is a
And-
big podcast.
Yeah, and while I'm talking, can one of you post this to Twitter and Facebook, all that stuff, so people
You
know
got
we are
it,
live?
baby. I'm
All
already
right,
ahead
cool.
of you.
Oh snap!
Very excited for this podcast. A lot of good energy here.
Lots and lots of great
Very
energy.
excited. And we got plenty of topics today. This is going to be a fun week.
Now, I
Mhm.
wouldn't call it fun because one of them is pretty bad news.
What
Well,
happened?
Yeah.
It's fun to talk
Alan-
about bad news.
No, it's not.
Sorry to interrupt, but
What are we,
Alan,
every other
the thumbnail.
YouTuber?
Hold on, Chris.
Sorry, Alan is the thumbnail. I just looked on YouTube. Alan's dabbing is the thumbnail.
Yes! I did it! That was my whole plan this entire time.
For the last 8 podcasts.
We're just gonna leave it there.
I did it.
Okay, yeah. it's-
Have like Wiz Khalifa.
Oh my god.
All right, so we'll get the bad news out of the way first. But before we get to the news, we want to talk about we just had a little meeting, us Nuke the Fridge guys, with the whole staff, everyone. How many of us are there? 7 of us.
It was important. I really liked that. That was like the Mount Rushmore.
And all we can say is on our YouTube channel, expect content from us every fucking day.
It's happening. Whoa.
Wait a second.
Yeah,
Joey's going to be
language,
spearheading
please.
that one.
But before we go on, let's thank everybody who's already in the chat. Maui, John
on the radio.
on the radio, Crimson Zexel. Welcome to the stream and the podcast. Thank you guys so much for tuning in early. If you don't mind,
love ya.
smash that like button, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. But
We
without
want to
further
hit
ado,
that
back to you.
1,000 mark in the next week or two.
We love you. We appreciate
In the next week or two.
Gosh darn heck out of you. And if I could speak for everybody here, we're gonna try not to let you down. We're gonna put out content hopefully on a weekly basis from here on out. You could hold that to us hopefully. And I really hope you guys just have fun with the channel.
And make sure you guys check out the Crash Team Racing videos.
Oh my gosh, it was good.
Who also chose my worst track on the first video.
Look.
I love
to
how
be
I'm
fair,
doing
I had to
I'm doing
copy
an
your.
interview. I had to do an interview while playing. So I'm thinking, looking halfway at the screen, halfway at that, and all of a sudden I'm like, okay, you know what? We can just use this video for clips or whatever because we've got I recorded 3 more, and he picked the absolute first one, which was my worst race.
If it's any consolation, I had to go into my own copy on my PS1 and replicate your gameplay. So if anything, we both it was not our best moment.
First of all,
Yeah,
how
but
did
my
you
other
record-
feud.
how did you record PS1 footage?
I have an Elgato.
You have the Elgato? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I just
cool.
used the red, white, yellow.
So you
cable.
played on your PS3, right?
PS1.
PS1. So wait. Oh, you have the old Elgato you're talking about.
No. Well, mine has an adapter to plug in.
It has a component adapter that you can
Yeah.
actually use, right?
You see, I need to look into something like that because I would love to
You just
capture
bought-
older games.
Wow.
All right.
What was it? No, an adapter for the capture card, not the capture card
Oh.
itself.
Gotcha.
Stupid. Stupid. But yes, we had a meeting. It was fun. But yeah, let's get to the news. We should get the hold on. This comment.
can borrow
STFUBINCH, you
mine.
guys are effing beautiful. I'm not crying. There's beauty in my eyes.
What's
Oh.
wrong with you?
Thank you, Mrs. Obama. It's been an honor.
Hey Joey, before I forget, you can borrow mine.
A Roxio game cab, that's old school, man.
Ooh, I
But
remember
it
trying to save up in high
captures
school for
retro.
that.
So you can use it to capture old PS1 and GameCube stuff.
That's beautiful. I'm gonna cry. But John on the radio asks, "This is off topic and really late, but should I get Xenoblade Chronicles 2?"
Yes.
Yes.
It's waifu RPG. If you like anime, that's
simulator.
great. If you like games, it's great. If you like just women turning into weapons, it's so cool. It's very epic.
If you like
Very nice.
everything negative about the anime culture, get it.
Smash that buy button.
I have not
Smash
gotten
that.
the expansion though. I have, as much as I love the game, I
That's
have not
alright.
picked up the expansion.
I
Yeah,
never finished the game, but it's.
I'm waiting for it to like drop to like $20 or something.
Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. But we should
Personally,
get
I'm waiting for it to come to Switch.
Did you have a stroke?
Okay, but what was I going to say? Let's get the bad news out of the way first, because this is like really sad news. It's not in order, obviously, on our list, but we should talk about it. So, what's going on at Activision, guys? What's going on?
Oh yeah, that bummed me out.
Yeah,
that
so they
news.
are not performing as they expected because Call of Duty did great, but apparently Destiny 2 did not meet expectations. Everybody's favorite word. And
Mhm.
so they're going to be laying off an unknown amount of people this week. It's supposed to be expected today or tomorrow. So everybody there, I'm sorry to hear. I mean, you don't know if you're going to have a job in the next couple days.
I'd be
But-
absolutely terrified. If
Yeah, I
something
know. It's
that
like
happens.
apparently they've known about it for a little while. But apparently the confirmation is supposed to be tomorrow, Tuesday, and unannounced amount of workers are going to be let
Imagine
go.
how terrifying that is, thinking that like you have one last
Jeez.
weekend to possibly be employed.
Okay,
They
so
said it was going to be 200, about 200.
Okay.
yeah. So we know that a lot of people at Activision, well, more specifically, the people who have been working in Bungie and doing all that.
Well, everybody from Bungie's their own separate thing. So
right.
there's no-
But I imagine people that maybe got a chance to work, that are strictly working for Activision, that got a chance to collaborate in some way on Destiny 2. Bungie's already been like, they already have the hookups, Because I feel like that was very telling already that Bungie was leaving. Like, we should have known something big was happening as if they exit the
Mhm.
company.
Yeah,
But
I
I
just hope. Yeah, it's usually when this happens, but this usually happens in like game developers, not really publishers, which is what Activision is. Whenever like it's known that another company is laying off employees or people are quitting, mostly people are getting laid off. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
They usually have job openings, like mainly targeting those people, saying, "Hey, we're hiring," stuff
Yeah.
like that. I
As
hope
an
the same
artist-
thing happens here. But
Well, I just
we
want
don't
that meme of Tom and Jerry with what Jerry's the cat, right?
No, Tom's the
Tom's the cat, yeah. But like peeking through the door, just like I want to label that Bungie and then the Activision employees.
As an aspiring like developer or like artist or something, I feel really bad because that makes like imagine being like employed by one of the biggest companies, thinking that you have like an actual like job that matters within the company, that you feel like you're not expendable, and then being told, "Hey, you're probably going to be laid off on Monday, dude. I'm just letting you know."
Yeah,
That-
Like,
really.
you have to
One-
imagine how many of those are going to be coming straight from Blizzard
Yeah,
and like the Blizzard side, and how
Or
many of
the
them are
side
coming from the
Well,
Activision side.
And the crappiest thing is that a month ago it was announced that the CFO gets a $15 million raise.
God.
Yep.
I hate every time I hear that. It's like, oh, our CEO or our stockholders, our like boards are getting like $1 million, but you know what? We're letting go of X amount of people.
Look, I understand those things don't necessarily correlate, but the figureheads, the suits should also feel the repercussions,
Mhm,
Like-
exactly.
And that's why I love, let's say, Nintendo. When Nintendo was having problems with the Wii U, Iwata took what, a 15% hit?
Yeah,
on
no,
his
that's a
pay?
great example of someone taking responsibility for the
I think
situation.
it took more than that too. It was like
A half.
half.
I think it was, it might have been like 20%, a half. This was
It
obviously
was
a while
around
ago.
half, yeah.
Mhm.
And then you got people like Jeff Bezos. It's like, oh, hey, your company's being overrun with all these accusations that your company or Amazon is treating their employees poorly. What are you going to do with your $500 billion? I don't know. I'm probably going to donate like what, 2,000? That might work. That might save a job.
Yeah,
It's like, come on. I understand that it's a really selfish thing to want something, but like at the same time, like, these people are still people. They're still going to lose their jobs. People are going to still be, either still in debt, even more in debt now, looking for a job, or their families are going to be in trouble.
yeah.
Exactly. It's crap.
It just sucks because all this can be easily avoided, and I think Activision Blizzard, or it was some other company that like let people go. They want to cut amount of workers, but have released more games.
Yeah.
Does that make any sense to you? It's like, hey, we're
No.
letting you guys go.
Sounds
but we
like
want more
American
games.
business.
Yep.
Yeah, I know.
Mm,
Feel for
That's why-
everybody.
That's why I wish I had like a few $100 billion, and I'm just like, I'm just going to be one of those guys that invests as mainly a stockholder, and I'm like, I don't care about your numbers. I don't need to see a 100% increase from last year's Call of Duty. Give me good numbers, give me good games. That's all I want. I don't need less than expected numbers.
Yes.
Mhm, exactly. Yeah.
And I buy back Star Wars from EA, and so everybody can fucking make Star Wars
well, and
games.
speaking of that, what's crazy is that apparently Disney released a statement saying that their relationship is perfectly fine right now.
Oh, yeah, I know that.
Lies.
Wasn't even in our topic, but that's a good
Lies.
segue because I forgot about that.
Oh my God! What the hell, Disney?
I mean,
open your eyes.
our
Do you
Battlefront
see what's
games
happening to your
financially-
beloved IP?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but what Bob Iger said pissed me off. The fact that, oh, you know what? We don't make games. You know, we had problems when we were making games, but licensing we do fine. So EA's doing a good job. Said nobody ever other
Exactly.
than
But hey,
Disney.
look at what John on the radio sent me.
What is
Can't-
that?
Oh,
Oh my
nice.
goodness, it's me.
Holla.
It's
Uh,
the
Bad
boy.
Boy.
It's everybody's favorite anime bad boy, Alonzo Mega.
That's right. Look at that bad boy.
Oh
at
my
my
God.
boy.
I met him at a convention once.
I can't
If
believe
you
nice.
see
that.
me at a convention like this, be sure to yeet with me.
Oh no.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
But
gonna
yeah,
get bad, guys. From here on out, it's just gonna get worse and worse, and me devolving to just.
it can't get any worse than EA. You know. So back on
I
that.
plan to be the EA of the
Okay,
podcast,
but that's
gentlemen.
that's what's really interesting. But then we get Apex Legends, and then everybody just wants to look away. You know, it's
Like you.
yeah. No, I'm not saying that I don't acknowledge EA's problems, but at the same time, it's like their developers, their studios know how to do it. You know,
Yeah.
They've always known how to do it.
Yeah, Battlefront 2, DICE made a good game, but EA's business practices are what screwed that up.
Mhm,
Like
exactly.
technologically, gameplay wise, Battlefront 2 is a good game. It's fun, it's pretty, but it's the business practices.
Mhm,
But what I'm
absolutely.
saying is that if Apex, I feel is an example of the developer doing everything they can to make the game they wanted, and then they're like, okay, well, I guess we have to do what our boss wants us to do, and so that's when we get microtransactions and stuff like that. So I guess what I'm really trying to say is we should try and make a better distinction between the developers of the games and EA themselves.
Well, here's the
Ah.
thing that I always thought of, and I'll just say this because I think Alan's about to say something. What we've seen is they know what they're doing, unfortunately. Like with those free-to-play games, there's already an
Yeah.
existing model they can use for that.
Mhm.
Apex
It's
is
a
a good thing
calculated
about
risk.
that.
Yeah.
No, I mean Apex does it well. It does exactly what mobile games does. It's a good free-to-play game that gives you everything there, lets you earn it, but then you can also buy stuff, and there's going to be exclusive stuffs. It's loot box related. Perfectly fine. But when you're charging a $60 game and then you start going egregious is when we start hating things, especially with titles that don't deserve that kind of crap like Star
Mhm.
Wars did.
Yeah.
Star Wars is
And-
getting and we only to think how long has EA had the Star Wars license, and we only gotten 2 console games out of
It's been
that.
out 5 years now.
Yeah, longer than that. Jeez, like it's
Yeah.
been
It's been
Like,
since 2013 or so.
2013. Yeah, I think it
6
was, like-
years, and it's been 2 games. We've had 2 games canceled so far.
Mhm,
And both enjoyed but panned critically.
Yes.
exactly.
Like
yeah,
I also log on and play Battlefront 2 every now and then with my brothers because it's
I
the
hear
one-
Battlefront 2 is great now. So
That's what it's not should be like that. It shouldn't be
Exactly.
like, oh
Yeah.
hey, a game is great 4 years after launch. It has to be right now. Why
Yeah.
why is this stupid like idea now? Everybody's just numb to it, where it's just like, oh hey, a game, it drops right now, everybody's excited, it's garbage, it gets panned, and then 3 years later, oh, it's good now. It took 3 years, but they did good. Ooh,
Yeah.
Stupid. It is a
It's because they
stupid
realize
practice
they
and
can't make
standard.
any more money off it, so they're like, okay, well, you know what? Let's just get rid of this
Got
crap
a little,
that's
got
not
a little
needed.
heated here.
Well,
Sorry.
yeah.
Dan.
Got a
Well, I
little
mean-
heated, a little heated there.
Well, look at an example, like let's use a popular game like Fortnite. When that launched with just the save the world mode, Nobody cared.
Okay, you know what? Fortnite stumbled into that garbage just like
No,
Apex does.
I'm just saying, like, I understand what you're saying about how it's a stupid mentality, and I agree that you shouldn't release a game and then wait for your fans to come back after you put in all this hard work. You should have put that hard work in beforehand.
I think battle royales that are meant to be battle royales kind of have a buy on this one.
Yeah.
Because it's battle royales, their entire mentality is to make money off them because they're always free to plays most of the time, other than PUBG, which is, I feel like, the most egregious garbage where you have to pay for it and then still pay for more.
Word of the day, egregious.
Egregious. Yeah. I'm glad I taught you.
But the Bad Boy Podcast is what Tiz says.
Fortnite kind of just stumbled into it where it's like, oh, hey, we got a Battle Royale mode. And then that became the standard of Battle Royales. And then Apex, I feel, has a really beautiful spot right now where it's like it took the wondrous like imagination of like what you would expect out of Fortnite. Is really bizarre. It's really different. But this time it's taking the Titanfall universe. And it's taking elements from PUBG and Call of Duty Black Ops Blackout mode. But it's also, you know, it's a perfect mix. And I feel like they didn't probably expect 10 million downloads in a week.
Yeah.
And now they're in this
transition over to that.
Yeah, so we're in Apex Legends, guys. This is the Apex Legends podcast, the beginning of it. Me and Kyle, we are your conductors for this train. Come on in. We're about to blow that whistle. So Apex Legends came out this week. Insane numbers, 10 million downloads plus now
in 72 hours.
Not 10 million to 72 hours. 10 millions from this point right now. It was over.
No, it took them 72 hours to hit 10 million players.
Oh, was it? Okay.
And how long it took? Do you know how long it took Fortnite to do that? 3 weeks.
Took 3 weeks. Concurrent
you can
players.
thank Fortnite for the popularity.
I will say
genre,
one thing.
Though.
Joey has not played it because he's waiting for the Switch port.
Correct.
So the concurrent player rate is a lot higher than most games at the moment. I think even higher than Fortnite. Streamer base, it has taken the entire platform by storm.
It's like, what else are you gonna watch?
It's amazing gameplay, but I have a couple bones to pick with it, particularly with EA, of course, doing the most garbage microtransaction system I have ever seen on the face of the planet.
What,
no one's talking about this.
$18 gun skin?
You get an $18 gun skin.
Dude, we complained about this so much last night. It's kind of crazy.
I have not fully gotten a chance to play it too much because
if you go into the shop,
okay, is this a loot box or is it actual full-on microtransaction?
No, you know how like in Fortnite, if you go to Fortnite, the shop, it'll have like featured items that you could purchase without having to wear the randos.
It's a full-on microtransaction.
One of the outfits is $18.
Yeah,
at least you didn't pay $60 for the game.
Yeah,
that's true, but still, I think it's just
if you get a new skin that you want to buy every 2 weeks, that adds up very fast.
Yes,
of course, but such is the nature of free-to-play games, I guess.
Right? No, I'm not disputing that at all. I'm just saying $18 for something that literally probably took a week to make at the max.
I'm going to say this.
Let's say it's what, twice the price of a skin on Overwatch.
Yes. Yeah. I'm going to say it like this.
Yeah.
Free-to-play games are not really games. They're more of like platforms and applications. The user base is what drives the sales. What drives more is concurrent users. You sell that to a company or investors saying, we have this many concurrent players. We have this many downloads. Yeah. This is why you should invest in us. The prior, they're more worried about investments and loot and microtransaction possibilities rather than people.
No, actually, I could say also one of the biggest things with, and I've done a study with a couple of friends. The other thing is advertisement, not just investors, because again, now they've got 10 million, so they can kind of maybe focus on esports. Meaning, hey, Coke, do you want to put something like in a background, or do you want to do that? Now they can get more money. So they're not like, the thing is, they probably didn't pay too much to get this game made.
Yeah, they're not worrying.
They were using a lot of the stuff from Titanfall already. That was already pre-built assets. And then they're like, okay, we want you to fix this up. We want to do this. We want you to do what you want. And then it's like, okay, so if this fails, we can write it off. But at the same time, we're not investing much to it. Now, if they can get the advertising, that's how they make all their money. Then, okay, you know what? Cherry on top. All these microtransactions. I did not expect an $18 skin, but I expected like $1, $2 things, like
No,
up to like
the
maybe $10.
Apex packs, which are the randos, are $1 each. There's no real incentive to get the $10 one. The $20 one gives you like one free extra, like almost every other game with like microtransactions do.
Yeah.
But it's if you look at it at the same rate that you looked at Battlefront 2, where it's like, how long does it take to unlock a legendary? How long does it take to get crafting material to make a legendary? And the time it takes to really, let's say like there's 2 characters that you have to unlock via purchasing or crafting. You could get, I think, what was it, 1,800 crafting? No, it was 12,000 crafting to unlock one of them, or one of the
12,000
legend points. Yeah. There we go. Legend badges or whatever the hell it is.
The crafting points were how you get like the exclusive skins and the like things that aren't in loot boxes.
Yeah, so you get like taunts and stuff like that with crafting points, and then with.
So you're just saying it's your basic free-to-play game.
Yes.
Yeah, but it's kind of weird too, because every microtransaction or premium currency tactic that you've ever seen is in Apex.
Yes.
Every single one.
Every little trick in the book is in this little game. Every kit and caboodle is in this game. And then currently right now, so you need 12,000 for one of the characters. I am standing at around 7 to 8 hours in the game so far, and I have around half as much as I need.
Yeah.
So judging as how bad you are at a game like I am, I have 6,400 or something like right now. Yeah. So it's going to take me another 8 to 10 hours to unlock the one character.
Well, and something that is really nice. Something that is really nice is that everything is attainable without. Well, actually, no. I take that back. There's one thing that I know of.
There's always going to be some premium items, right?
Yeah,
yeah.
Like, but almost everything, like even this $18 gun skin we're talking about, it can be unlocked after about maybe a week or 2 of gameplay. So if you want to grind it out, you're more than welcome to. If you want to pay for it, like many people do.
But after all this talk about microtransactions, I just want to know, how do you guys like the game itself?
The game is great.
I love it. I love it.
Well, hold on. I've got one question for both you and Alan, Kyle, really quick.
Yes.
When you get, let's say, Kyle, you haven't gotten that character he's talking about, right? Or
I have enough points. I have not purchased them.
Okay, so you have enough points.
I'm waiting to see how the first couple weeks.
You're waiting for the Switch version.
So I'm gonna look at the camera, and then I want you to answer me honestly. So when you buy that character, will you have that sense of pride and accomplishment?
No.
Bam.
Dislike. I'm putting you to the Reddit police.
Yeah, no, but at least this is a free-to-play game, so I expect that to exactly happen.
Yeah.
If you had paid $60, I would ask you that question with honesty, just for the hell of it.
We are sounding pretty harsh, but I think Alan and I can both agree that
you're enjoying the game.
Yeah, it's not a big deal. It's just it's aggressive, and it's more aggressive than I've ever seen.
No, here's the thing though too. Okay, if you look at Call of Duty, or I'm trying to think of ones that don't really matter towards character development. Each of these characters, there's multiple characters that have different personalities. Each one are their own breathing characters. You'd want to hear more, catchphrases, or more. You want to see their finishers. You want to see, secret outfits and stuff like that. You have to put either the time in, which is a lot of time, or you cave and you put a lot of money in it. And they always try to do a balancing act, like in a circus, where it's just you're on a tightrope and you have to choose. You're teetering between buying it or playing it.
I think this game probably hits the best balance of it, because like I'll call this the what was that one monster game, Evolve? I'll call this the Evolve spectrum. This is a free-to-play game that has egregious microtransactions, and then you have a $60 game that has egregious microtransactions, and also they're not even that well done. Like skins were like $5 for a monster skin, and they were just recolors, like red or green. They weren't even anything special. I think this game opens up. Like it really is a broad, appealing game, because you get those people who want to spend all that money, that go, oh, I want to collect everything in this game. I love this game. Yeah. They can do that. And they are no better off when it's starting a match than anybody who doesn't want to spend the money.
Right.
And that's the balance that you want to hit. You want to make sure they're appearance based only. Because if it was like, oh, you buy this for $18 skin, and the first 30 seconds of the match you're invincible, kind of stuff.
Yeah,
that's where I would draw the line.
Yeah,
if it's as soon as it becomes a pay to win, I'm going to have a lot to say about it. But for now, it's a pay to look.
Yeah, it's a pay to feel.
It's a pay to feel.
Who's doing that egregious counter in the chat?
Well, okay, I was going to say, speaking of counter,
there's banners all over the world of your character. If you're like the kill leader, if you're the champion, like you have this great sense of pride and accomplishment if you do have that stuff. It's real.
How long before that banner review is like, let's say the top leader has like a Coke symbol on there? How long waiting for that?
Week. I don't think that's ever gonna happen. But
RC Cola, dude, get it right.
It'll be maybe like maybe an event will be like an in-game sponsor, like their own cola company or whatever.
No, but like, okay, I was gonna say
we
this.
better get Splatfests. All I'm saying.
Yeah,
if we wanted to play Splatoon, we'd make another podcast.
Every detail and their mother is microtransactionable in this. The banner, the banner frame, their little like their their poses on the menu screen. Everything is a microtransaction.
You know, guys, we've been talking
right now.
We've been talking a lot about the microtransactions in the game, and it's to be honest, it's kind of annoying me.
Okay, so
I want to talk about the game itself and why it's good.
Yeah, the game is beautiful. It runs very well. It's very well designed. It has a very intuitive system. Lets you talk to your teammates without actually having to speak on the mic. It's got a very balanced game, like weapon system. It's very tense. It's like when you first played PUBG when you thought it was going to be good and then it turned out not to be good. This is like continuously good, and I'm shocked. So
Respawn did a good job.
Yes.
Okay.
As usual.
So now that we got out of the way
amazing.
of talking about the game, let's go back to the microtransactions.
No.
Don't be egregious with this, Alan.
Okay.
Don't start the counter. Okay, I was gonna say, speaking of a counter, let's start this, me and you, Kyle, right now. Every week we're gonna mention how much we are currently at spending with microtransactions. I am currently at $10 in microtransactions. Week 1,
guys, we've said microtransactions more than we've said egregious. So
week 1, we are $10 into the game. Am I right, boyo?
Can somebody in the chat give us an egregious counter?
I'm sorry, Kyle. How much are you in it?
$30.
You are 30 in it?
Yeah.
Okay, so
because I bought the 20 expecting that to be it. Then you're like,
okay, microtransactions or loot box.
Okay, so
for your $10, Alan, and for your 30, Kyle, which one's loot box and which one's microtransactions? Just because I want to ask.
All of our.
Okay, so moving forward,
back.
I want you guys to video record your openings.
Yeah, that would be fun. Yeah,
that'd be fun. You're at the end of the year, kind of the compilation. It's like an hour of us just opening loot boxes. No, but if I could say anything really nice about the game, the pinging system is a godsend. No other game has gotten to this point where it's amazing like this, where like you could just look over anything, and if it's an item or if it's a location, if it's an enemy, it'll mark them out. It'll tell you exactly what they are. They'll be like item box over here, supply ship over here, heavy ammo. Let's go over here. Let's climb up over here.
Yeah,
it's amazing how communicative.
You can say thank you. You can tell them thank you. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's great. Another thing is how fast-paced it is. I love how fast you move, how fast the games are over. I'm so sick and tired of PUBG and Fortnite matches lasting an hour. You get second place.
No, but here's the cool thing, though. It could last an hour if you wanted it to. That's what's awesome.
No,
like, I love
the zone closes too fast.
We're playing with we're playing with my roommate. And we had it was one of the first days that it came out, I think day 1, and we were playing it, and one of the games lasted a good 25 minutes.
Yeah.
And it was like it felt like I was playing like Metal Gear or some shit. It was some tactical espionage. We're all in chat. We're like, okay, let's go north over here, and we're all running north. We're all dodging everything. We're all ducking everyone. Okay, enemies at 315. Look at 315. There's the enemies. Okay, what are you gonna do? Well, let's avoid them for now. Let's just try to heal up and set up and try to look through this building over here. It is so freaking flipping fun.
And then when you do encounter them, the gunplay is so smooth and so satisfying that even if you lost, you had a freaking blast.
You'll want to go through every weapon just to see which one is your favorite. Currently, mine is the G7 Scout with 1x reticle zoom. It's amazing.
Yeah, longbow with like literally.
You hear me? I never thought I'd be talking about guns like this.
Yeah,
you're almost a Republican over here.
I love it. Not loving Republican, but I'm loving it. I'm loving the idea.
You got the hat on for it, so
it's flowers, dude.
and the redneck beard and everything.
All right, next we're talking about Steam Awards.
Okay,
are we talking about
Steam Awards? Talk about?
Oh
no! I didn't even know about the Steam Awards until I heard that the game of the year from it. So that was the game of the year. Yeah.
Steam Awards. So I don't know if you guys are aware of this. The Steam drops their yearly award show every year, and this year, no less, they have the winners. So I would like to tell you the winners.
Okay, but I do have a quick question. Do you know how they get the vote tallies for these games because
it's based on the Steam community.
Okay, because there's so many games that it's just really hard.
Yeah,
because everybody's dumping a new game on Steam almost every day now.
Yeah. Do they vote, or is it just do they just count the stats of it? And it's just like, oh, what's the best FPS of the year? Let's see who most people plays the FPS.
I think this is based on votes.
I hope so, at least.
So,
even though
I can't be because of the winner. I'm unfortunately just because of the winner.
Exactly.
Yeah, so
real quick before Alan, before you list them, I just want everyone to keep in mind think of when you hear these games being said, think whether or not it actually came out this year and see how many we actually get through before.
And I would also like to remember and have you guys for each winner remind you how terrible 2018 was for games. If we are back to a 2016 game winning best game of the year.
Yeah.
We're in that sort of hell right now.
2018 was pretty good, but okay.
2018 was great for some games, but in terms of Steam games, we kind of just got re-releases.
In terms of Switch games, we got re-releases. So
hey, let's keep it friendly here at this chat. Except for Steam. Steam, get better. Let's go for the awards. Here we go. The first award for is most fun with a machine. Most fun with a machine was Rocket League with and you guys are gonna. This is weird. It's more fun to hear the runners up than the winner. The runners-up are Euro Truck Simulator, Nier Automata, Factory Zero, and Space Engineers.
Well, then I know two of those games.
Next up was Best Alternate History. The winner is Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Hey, that actually did come out in 2018.
And the nominees for the runners-up.
For some reason, when you said history, I was expecting like Dynasty Warriors 9 to be.
Yeah, see, I was expecting that too. This is okay. Alternate. I'm guessing this is just history based on historical references, not like alternate, because the runners-up are Wolfenstein 2, Hearts of Iron 4, Civilization 6, and Fallout 4.
Oh God!
Alternate history, weird. Fallout 4. Are you the 2077 or 2277?
Yes,
is like how many years from now? 200.
Now this one is the Better with Friends Awards, Best Multiplayer. Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege wins this one. The nominees for this one are Dead by Daylight, Payday 2, Danger Zone, CSGO, and Overcooked 2.
Overcooked 2 should have won, my guy.
It really should have. Best Environment. The winner is Witcher 3. The nominees...
That game came out almost 4 years ago.
The nominees are Subnautica, Shadow of the Tomb Raider, Far Cry 5,
You're about to say Shadow of the Hedgehog
3.
Oh, wait. So what was the last one?
Dark Souls 3.
Okay, 3 of those games came out in 2018.
Now, you guys are ready for this one?
Yes.
This is a flippin' hoot. Okay, Best Developer. And the winner is CG Project Red.
When they haven't done anything since.
I guess they won from the demo from Cyberpunk. Good for them.
Good for them.
They're the first developer to win from a YouTube video.
Yeah,
that's what I said earlier. Okay, the nominees for that are literally every company.
This is a dumpster fire.
Much deserved. You won with a 56-minute demo. Oh, very epic.
Very cool.
Best ongoing multiplayer. The winner, Grand Theft Auto 5.
Okay, for some reason I'm expecting like Fallout 76 to win.
No, the nominees were Path of Exile, No Man's Sky, Dota 2, and Stardew Valley.
Not even like other multiplayer games are on that list.
Wait, isn't that the Labor of Love Award?
Yeah. That one's the best ongoing. This one is my favorite. Best VR game of the year.
Is it Beat Saber? Is it Beat Saber? Please tell me it's Beat Saber.
And the winner is The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim VR.
I'm done. She's gone. Alejandra's gone. He left.
I was gonna say it was probably your favorite game, Alan.
The nominees were VR Chat, Beat Saber, Fallout 4 VR, and Super Hot VR.
Only one of those games deserved to win, and it was fucking Beat Saber.
I said Beat Saber as my pick. I would have picked Beat Saber in a heartbeat because that game took the entire internet by storm.
You don't want the Elijah Wood game to win, Alan?
God, I don't want to talk about that game anymore.
Transistor, was it?
It was.
You were so hyped for that
Transference.
game.
I was so heartbroken. Elijah Wood went to go see Kojima the other day, and I was like, "Oh, please don't turn Death Stranding into a 30-minute VR experience."
Ouch.
Okay, so
what
Game of
was
the
it
Year-
always was.
So Game of the Year was Battlegrounds, PUBG. Congrats, good for you. You guys
Yay.
nominees were Monster Hunter World, which in my pick should have been the winner from the nominees. Kingdom Come, Deliverance, Hitman 2, and Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Wait, which one was that? Which category was that?
Best Game of the Year.
Oh, okay.
It was missing so many games. But
God of War wasn't even on that list.
Because
not
it's
a
the
Steam
Steam
game.
Awards.
Oh yeah, that's right. Duh.
World. I think that game, if it was in the nominees, I would have picked Monster Hunter World out of the nominees.
See, guys, this is why we need the Epic Game Store to save us all.
This is why we need Jeff Keighley, you gosh dang plebs.
Yes.
You ruined it, Steam. You had one chance. You made 8 categories.
No. Steam's had multiple chances in its lifetime, and it's still pretty bad.
You might say they've only lived a half-life.
What did you do, Babe? What have you done? You know what you have done? You've cursed us all. At what cost? What did it cost?
I mean, I know the Epic Store isn't like the greatest thing at the moment, but it's giving options. And you know what? As much as people say they want options, as soon as an option comes out, they start getting mad.
Exactly. It's just like, guys, like I came across like this Instagram thread. Somebody posted something about Rage 2. I don't know why it was on Instagram. Somebody said, "Well, this becoming the Steam," and somebody said, "No, it's coming to the Bethesda game store or whatever." And they're like, "Damn shame. I really wanted to play it. Oh well." And I'm like, "Motherfucker, it's a free game launcher. How are you complaining, my guy?"
Yeah.
I don't understand people. Christ. Like, I kind of get the whole Metro Exodus crap kind of about them just like taking it away from Steam, but at the same time, if you didn't pre-order it, it's just like all you need to do is download Epic Game Store for free. It's not an issue. It's a non-issue.
I mean, okay, let's say this honestly needs to be a wake up because everybody hates Steam. Steam is a great platform, but at the same time, it's the shittiest platform because there's no control. Unfortunately, you can put up a game that has no executable file to start it and still put it up. We've had this issue for some time. And Steam doesn't do any kind of checks. They say they do, but let's look at how many companies that have been focused on YouTube and other stuff that have just released shitty game after game after game.
Yeah.
It's just something Steam needs to fix. If Steam wants to be that ultimate, you know what? They could have stopped Epic Games from happening if they would have done better service. They've got the money. They have the resources. They just choose not to.
Exactly.
And that's why Nintendo is becoming the indie platform. And that's why all those, because you can find them on Sony. You can find them on Xbox One. You can find them on everything, but why is Nintendo actually more popular? Because they're actually headlining, like focusing on the good games. They're not letting any just random crap go in. There's going to be ones that go through.
Crap.
But not as bad as Steam.
No,
not seeing one crappy
but comparatively to PlayStation and Xbox, the Xbox has the whole idea at Xbox program for a reason. Like, those platforms still do very well with indie platforms. But I think the reason why the Switch does so well with indie games is because of its demographic.
I think not only that,
I think it's all these things.
I think that they handle it like whenever they have like indie directs and stuff like that. It seems like at least on the outside public surface, it seems like Nintendo has a communication with the developers, while Steam and even in some cases Xbox, it seems like Xbox kind of just buys them. And just like, okay, this is what we're going on. We're going to make this game with these guys, and they're really excited. And then PlayStation kind of just doesn't have really a communication with their indie devs. It's just a platform that they can just drop
like it,
on. And Steam, it just literally seems like the YouTube of gaming. You know what I mean? You just drop your game. You probably won't get monetized for it. You might even lose your game. Who knows?
The term
but Steam at the same time. Steam. Well, no, the thing with a lot of Steam issue was, you know what? A lot of people were just making money off their crappy games on Steam cards, off just like all these different things. You go to YouTube, you watch like a Jim Sterling video. He'll break down how some of these worst companies that were just releasing a game almost every week, were making money by doing some shady ass things that, you know what, Steam wasn't doing anything about.
You manipulate the system and you just get it used to it, and then it's either Steam takes advantage of it and they fix this and they use it as a way to teach them a lesson and never have anybody do it again, or they just let it happen and continue to let it happen.
If there's anything you should manipulate, though, you should manipulate the YouTube algorithm and just get high up there in the subs, guys.
You start a children's channel, you open up Pokemon card game cases, and that's how you become Max Mofo 2019.
That's how you do it. Living that life.
Yeah. So I do hope the Epic does like better and better, like gets its stuff fixed. Because they're giving out free games. They're
Every
giving
month,
out Axiom Verge is free this month. If you have not played that game, go get it.
It's great.
It is great. I have the Epic just for all that. Not a game I've bought in yet because I don't care for what's on there right now. But it's a nice option. I got
no Subnautica for free on
that. That was a good game. That was surprisingly good.
Oh yeah.
So why are people complaining? It's like just because you have to download another client, whatever. You've got Origin, you've got Steam, now you've got Epic, and Epic is great for smaller indie developers because they get more money.
Yeah, they do.
What is wrong with that? I just have no response to like the people who complain about that stuff.
Exactly. But maybe Epic Games doing very well will convince Valve to finally make Left 4 Dead 3. But, that's a story for another time.
It's a lot of stuff. The industry is really growing, and it's only been like 1 month, really. And we're seeing like a really weird standoff with every like microtransaction type of battle royale game. Basically, just battle royales. It's a battle of the battle royales.
Yeah. Well,
Jeff Keighley,
we talked about Jeff Keighley briefly, but I think this ties well. He tweeted out today about how quickly the world moves. That a week ago, for example, going back to Apex Legends, that wasn't even a thing, and yet all of a sudden we have this new contender for how Alan, you were just saying, a battle of the battle royales. So much of the stuff is just so fast paced. It's crazy.
We're gonna all die from just how fast it's going. You know the fatality the Cabal has.
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat X is or 11 is.
Look. Let's take a look. It's just February, and how many good games have been released already too?
Resident Evil 2, Kingdom Hearts 3, Apex Legends.
We said good games.
I'm
just playing.
Get out of here.
Yeah, it's just a good time right now. 2019,
not Warframe. Wargroove.
Wargroove, yeah. 2019 has already started as a good gaming year.
Ace Combat.
And bro, just think, February 15th, we're getting Crackdown 3, we're getting Far Cry New Dawn, we're getting Jump Force and Metro Exodus.
So which ones are you guys interested in the most? Like each of you, if you picked one of those out of the ones that Joey just named, which one do you think you'd be more interested in?
Metro.
I want to say Metro with like second one just because I want to. It wasn't that great, but like Jump Force.
I'm not big into 3D arenas, but I am an anime geek at heart. You know that.
You played those for the story. Let's be real.
Weebiest baby on earth. I wanted to see some Yu Yu Hakusho in my life. So
look, I played for the plot, the female plot.
Yes.
If you watch anime, you know what that joke means.
Multiple, okay.
So, but I would honestly pick Metro as well.
Yeah. I'm almost done with Metro Last Light. I've told myself for years that I'd finally play the Metro games.
I'm glad, man.
And now I'm finally almost done with Metro Last Light, so I'm just like, finally, I'll jump into it. I contacted them for a review copy, and they said the latest we'll probably get it to you. If we can't get it to you, is the day of. So I'm like,
all right, stop bugging us, Ferris. We've already told you this before.
No, actually, I only messaged them once, and they messaged me back 3 times.
But like, you see all these, and you wonder. This is a good segue into the last thing I wanted to talk about for the day. Last quick thing: where are all the Nintendo games at? Where's our Direct?
Really?
Where is everything? The king is gone. He has gone to vacation. He's in the Hawaii. He's in the suburbs or something.
I mean,
I wouldn't say king, but you know what I'm trying to get.
The Squire.
The Squire has went to the Jester has went to tell a joke somewhere else.
Yeah, there we go.
He's supposed to come back with new quips very soon, but unbeknownst to him, the environment has changed.
But he's waiting for the port that's never going to come.
So where is Nintendo?
I am glad you asked.
I really hope there's a rumor somewhere. Joey, do you have news of a rumor of sorts?
Yes, there's this person on the interwebs who posted a thing on Reset Era.
His name's King Zell.
His name's King Zell. He posted 13 is your lucky number and am out, which could mean it's in 13 days from now, or it's coming, or we're going to get news for it, or the Direct itself on February 13th. And King Zell has a pretty solid track record.
He's had at least 4 positive predictions.
Yes, he predicted Animal Crossing correctly. He predicted Pokemon Let's Go, Pikachu and Eevee correctly, and other things I don't know. Those are the 2 off the top of my head I can think of.
If I remember correctly, there's a little bit more extra that somebody kind of kept out of it, or King Zell like said a little bit more in terms of what games, and I'm really interested in this.
If I don't want to.
Then good lord,
I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear the games.
Oh, you don't want to hear the games?
I don't want to hear the games.
Close your ears, Joey, because we will.
I don't know if our audience does either. So,
all right.
Well, okay, fine. If you want to, though, check out on the internet, because the internet has all the sources. You can find literally everything.
Crimson Zexol on the chat says, I think the reason for the lack of info from Nintendo is a potential huge media blowout.
I've heard that prediction so many years, and I'm just like, guys, it's no. I don't
They're
think
waiting
so.
for a really quiet time to really strike. And then...
What do you mean huge media blowout? Be more specific.
Exactly. Yeah,
like you know, a bunch of announcements on Twitter or however they're going to do it. I mean, obviously direct, but
they're trying to get everything to trend #1.
Interesting.
So like when you wake up and you go to Twitter, and then everything literally, like every hashtag on your trending now thing is all Nintendo. So they're trying to get the Grammys out of the way real quick.
Exactly.
But man, if any of these are, have any of you guys seen the entire article of what games to
I've only seen
You can list the games. I don't care. You can list the games.
Fine. Okay. So good. Thank you, Papa Joey.
Crafted World.
So you have not only those games, but you have the Metroid Prime trilogy that everybody's been wondering about.
Exactly.
So that's basically all but confirmed.
Yes.
I guess they're probably going to use that to hold people off. Maybe drop it. I would say drop it in May.
Hold people off. I just imagined Miyamoto holding up Prime Trilogy HD, going back, you fiends.
You almost had it. Just officially.
What if Zexal was Miyamoto?
Don't
you mean King Zell or?
Yeah, King Zell. Thank you.
Okay.
So you have that. You have apparently Super Mario Maker 2.
Oh, that excites me very much.
Yeah, that excites me very much.
Maybe they'll add hills this 3D time.
Environments?
I want to see Doki Doki Panic.
No, I want to see water stages. Nothing but water stages.
Yes.
Oh, that was yeah, you're right.
The dolphin enemies come back and all that kind of stuff.
No, Mario 1 water stages. That's what I want to see. Nothing but.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a really good point. Let's.
And there were still some Mario like 2D platformer Mario styles that were left out, right? Like Mario Land wasn't included in Mario Maker 1, right?
No Mario Land.
We're gonna get apparently Box Boy, the game from 3DS that might be
Box Boy, the boxing.
Yes, and a little bit more details on Pokemon RPG, although I would expect that in June when they typically announce Pokemon games.
But I can imagine getting like a JPEG of the starters.
Oh yeah,
I could see that.
No, I could see maybe the I don't know what would tie into, because usually with directs it's usually them talking about one game and then they have like fade to white and it's like a slight little teaser.
Yeah.
On one.
Oh, well, speaking of Pokemon developers, Game Freak.
Yes.
Town.
Yeah, they got Town too, but they don't have that on this list so far. They have Pikmin 3.
Because these are unannounced games.
Yeah.
3
is rumored to be in it.
Yeah, bringing us up until Pikmin 4, because we know Pikmin 4 is happening. We just don't know when.
Thing that I've been waiting for, a new 2D Zelda game.
Boy, yes, please.
That Link Between Worlds styled gameplay that I loved.
So when I heard 2D, I thought Zelda 2. Like, yeah.
Zelda 2.
No, seriously, I think they deserve to give it a shot with an HD 2D side-scrolling Zelda game. I think that would be very interesting.
So bad.
Look, what I would love to see, since they already kind of like followed through the sense of Link Between Worlds on the 3DS, like a alternate version of Oracle of Ages and Seasons.
Oh man, I love those games.
Yeah, but Nintendo's not gonna dare try another 2D Zelda. I don't think, especially since
you are a nut living in a fantasy land.
Developed by Capcom.
Kyle, if you're itching for a good 2D game that Nintendo won't make, Moonlighter for the Switch right now is probably the best 2D Zelda we're gonna get from them.
I don't know if it's out yet. Check out Tunic.
Tunic, I played at PAX for this like third time. I'm so stoked for that game.
That game, it looks great. It runs great.
Even the demo that we played at PAX was the same demo, but they've added a few new areas. So I wonder. Well, I mean him. You know, the one developer on this game. But yeah, I'm excited for that game. But it's an Xbox. So I mean.
Tunic's doing watch. It's gonna be like, guess what? You wanted it. Here it is. Tunic is coming to the.
Oh shit! Scott's in the chat. Shouldn't Scott be editing a fucking video?
I mean, like that would be interesting, but like not with how much Xbox has supported this man. I doubt it.
Yes.
We'll see. We shall see. But I still think a 2D Zelda is in the works. Honestly, I believe it.
Absolutely love the 2D Zeldas to death. I think Breath of the Wild was an amazing playground, but sometimes you just really need some Link Between Worlds, Link to the Past.
Sometimes you just need good Zelda games. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, well, I'm excited. You know, if this is any indication of what we're going to be seeing at all, like I will take any one of those out of any of them gladly.
Yeah, like here's the thing. I really liked Breath of the Wild a lot. I loved it, but you know, some of the things it was missing something. It was missing some Zelda magic. I thought.
True dungeons.
Like true dungeons.
Yeah,
and a good story.
I'm not knocking it. I think it was great.
I disagree with you.
But I want to go back.
Yeah, I want to go back too.
A little substance. I need a little bit more substance. And the 2D Link Between Worlds has been my favorite Zelda game in the past, I would say, like 10 years, to be honest.
Okay.
The FBI.
The FBI in the chat says, we would like to see a new MIB game.
Thank you, FBI. I appreciate that.
I'm sure the FBI would know if there's an MIB game in the works because they're the FBI, so they would know.
Okay.
What if
they know?
What if the MIB mind wiped the FBI?
I didn't hear any. I love it when we both talk at the same time. Like,
yes, beards stink alike.
Of course they do.
Shut up.
But yeah.
They know that I looked up the Zelda Rule 34. That's why the FBI's in the chat.
Oh.
Scott's in the chat, though.
Should I remove my Apex Legends history?
Look, an MIB game won't be happening for one reason. Because now they have to find someone to replace Liam Neeson.
Liam Neeson.
Neeson.
Okay, let's imagine this. We're just trying to play like, okay, I'm scared. So let's say this. You have to plan. This is the last little bit here. You're in charge. You're the developer of the MIB game for the Nintendo Switch. You have one. You only could give one idea or one inspiration towards what you can do for the game. Go, Joey.
I wasn't even paying attention. I'm sorry.
Okay, Kyle. Kyle, it's your time to shine.
For MIB, right?
Yeah.
Just any inspiration?
You have one pitch to sell it. What's going to make me buy it?
Go to the alien worlds, not on Earth.
Okay, Chris?
You're bringing back the original cast.
Okay, cool.
So we're bringing in Will Smith and
Tommy Lee Jones.
Tommy Lee Jones, baby.
Or Josh Brolin. I don't care.
Microtransactions, episodic episodes released every other year. We're going to have so many pre-orders, so many bonuses.
Okay, I got a perfect one. Developed by Rockstar Games.
Oh,
booyah.
You know what I would say?
Featuring Arthur frickin' Morgan.
You're all right, girl.
Exclusive. And each controller acts as its own little memory wipe neuralizer. You have to go like this to the person that you need to wipe the memory from.
It's an endless runner.
It's an
Pay $5 to unlock the new skin for the new color suit.
Guy has a response. Actual teleportation to our Mars base. Sell it as super realistic VR experience. Very epic. Very cool.
Very cool.
Featuring Dante from Persona 7. I hate you so much.
Oh my gosh.
With a new Dixie Kong mode.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
And Shadow.
Real talk, when do you guys think Persona 6 is ever going to come out?
I
think we're going to have the games they make between mainline.
2022.
I think we're going to get a couple more dancing spinoffs before anything happens.
Yeah.
2021, because I imagine we're going to get, in the next month or two, an announcement for a fighting game. Then we also have that Persona 5 game getting announced pretty soon, which is probably going to be like a spinoff or a sequel. So it'll probably be like 2-3 years.
All I know is that the Elder Scrolls 6 is coming out after all this.
Yeah.
Of course.
They probably
my first kid is gonna be born before Elder Scrolls 6.
So tomorrow.
What? Oh god, I'm late.
I gotta hurry.
We better hurry. Oh, I just fucking unplugged my headset again. God damn it.
Bethesda pulls a respawn and goes, Elder Scrolls 6 is dropped today. It is a battle royale featuring Men in Black.
With the Uganda Knuckles reference.
Do you know Doe? And on that note, I think we're done because we're going way off topic here.
We devolved.
We've devolved. We've devolved into digital atoms. So speaking of Devolver Digital, I can't wait for Ape Out. That game looks really good.
Yep.
But yeah, thank you guys so much for joining Game and Talk episode 84. Don't know what to title this, but
this is the new era.
The new era. New eras begin at number 84.
The
we
Apex
know
era.
The Switchblade era.
No.
Breathe with the Switchblade.
Yes.
Go away.
I almost got you there. But yes. All right. Alejandro, where can we find you?
You can find me at Rodega on Twitter, and I'm going to start posting videos about my game. More info soon.
Yeah, soon.
I can't wait for it.
Chris, where can we find you?
You can find me on Instagram, Twitter at Nuke the Chris.
Okay.
Yeah,
Alan,
that's all I'm going to do today.
Alan, where can we find you?
You can find me at Alonzo Mega everywhere on Twitter and Facebook, but more importantly, keep an eye on Nuke the Fridge more than anything for the upcoming anime podcast, for the upcoming Apex streams from me and my boy. I'm pointing to you, Kyle. Take it away. No, don't profit.
That's what I thought you were doing. You can
kind of move it to you.
Yeah, you can find me under the handle of Vanilla Soup anywhere toys are sold.
No, nowhere. Toys R Us is gone.
I thought you were going to say on market shelves.
YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, anywhere promotions or ads happen.
Anywhere where it needs to be sell out.
Your constant support means the world to us. Everybody who watched today, amazing. Whoever's watching.
Thank you all so much for turning out.
We
don't care about you. You have a freaking giant flag. We know where you're from.
You mean this thing? Some people don't know what that is, so I got to remind a hoe. You can find me, other than on Nuke the Fridge, you can find me on Commonwealth Realm on YouTube, but you can find me at Ferris Wheel Pro on Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube at Ferris Wheel Productions. But yes, thank you guys so much for watching. We will see you next time on Game and Talk. Bye-bye.
Bye.